Hey guys, what's going on? So today we are working again in this 526 square foot house. We're going to start working on the kitchen here. So what I want to get done today is get this floor ripped up just in the kitchen. I know it extends to the bathroom, but I'm going to leave the bathroom separate. So I want to get this floor ripped up in the kitchen. I'd like to be able to get these upper cabinets down, disconnected, just because I am going to be sanding them down and repainting them, getting new hardware. And I also want to be able to see how easy it's going to be to remove this stick-on backsplash stuff. I have a scraper that I brought with me. I'm going to see if I can peel it off and then scrape the adhesive portion off just so I don't have to replace the drywall. However, if I do have to replace the drywall, it'll just be in this section here throughout the whole wall.
Specifically asked, but otherwise we're just going to donate the remainder to charities chosen by the Freedom Convoy organizers and verified by the site. So in other words, they were going to basically distribute all the money to charities of their liking and choosing, which is amazing. They're just going to seize that money. So eventually they'll reverse themselves. It really is scary sort of stuff. It really is. By the way, when we speak of the media and how the media servitude, we can't criticize them. Voter ID now. Here's Jay and Dante saying all the stuff Chinese propagandists would want in this way. On the things that are truly bad in life, like Joe Rogan having something rap. Okay, meanwhile, on the foreign policy front, Russia continues to be important to Ukraine. He says that Russia, if it wanted to, could take Kiev instead of Serbia. He said that a full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine could result in the following to new military aid for Ukraine with more than UK Baltic states have sent planes to left of Poland and the Czech Republic slated to make deliveries soon. Until Russia's current escalation, Turkey and the United States were the only countries willing to supply Ukraine with arms. The rest of Europe was chickening out. Alongside the United States, British, Canadian, and Polish parents from Colombia Ukrainian armed forces in modern warfare in Ukraine. And then there are folks out there who are basically suggesting that Russia be allowed to take Ukraine. Folks on the right are doing so because they say that it is more interested in expending resources at home, don't worry about foreign policy, and has an impact, which seems to be short-sighted on a pragmatic level, considering the fact that we also have a conservative country at home, and also that we also be able to uphold the rights of people against Russian predation in Ukraine if the cost of us is fairly limited. They say the crisis in Ukraine is the problem. Even Republicans sympathetic to the Ukraine have been resist the hawkish. Among the loudest voices calling for escalation, consider some of the people are there for precedent. But Trump radically upended Americans' lives since never represented. So what these authors are doing is they are conflating a realistic, hard-headed foreign policy neoconservatism is described by them. The idea is that Woodrow Wilson and Henry Kissinger are somehow the same guy, which is a very weird take. And it decided to go out yesterday and instead of something. And then they realized how to spend charities and said, we need to hear partners and sell your base for their approach. We said, please, we still work with you. You're not the now it is the position of the nationalist conservative right, apparently. The problem, of course, is that China is watching all of this with greedy eyes. What do you think the Olympics are about? China is watching to see what the West does, whether they can pervert the West into basically allowing them to do whatever it is that they would like to do. Every early indicator that the United States is going to be rather sanguine about our enemies' move. I mean, right now, the United States is so invested, Biden administration is so invested in kowtowing to our enemies, that they've decided to waive sanctions on some of our own civilian nuclear activity. Iran has already said we are not stopping our nuclear plan. We're just going to full-scale with that. The answer is no. Broader Biden foreign policy is a completely discombobulated mess, which is why China is now looking at Taiwan and trying to figure out how to go after Taiwan. And so it's pointing out the sort of bizarre new isolationist versus pacifist alliance that is cropped up in American politics. You do not have to be neoconservative. We're going to conquer every place on earth person on foreign policy in Georgia. Stacey Abrams was governor because you are mad always and forever. She says it is pitiful and predictable. Our opponents continue to look for opportunities to distract from their failed record when it comes to protecting this is the Ben Shapiro Show.
Okay, so we got this flooring ripped out. Originally, I was going to go ahead and peel up everything like this and then take the plywood out, but it was just easier just to rip the plywood out with it all together. So next what I'm going to start to do is I am going to, first I'm going to sweep all this up if I can find a broom. Then I'm going to start taking down this oven vent and the shelf, doors off of the upper cabinets, and then we're going to look to see how difficult it would be to take down this upper cabinet. Now I'm going to have to disconnect this under cabinet lighting that's right here. That's just on this switch right here. It's a terrible light anyway. But then we can actually start to look at some other stuff. Like these outlet covers have to come off because I'm going to try and peel this all off. And also there's still a bunch of nails that are in the ground, these little staples. Staple nail kind of things. They're actually nails. That's what actually held in the 1/4-inch plywood. Now it looks like there's another piece of 1/4-inch plywood underneath of this to where it was 2 1/4-inch pieces of plywood being a 1/2 inch. And in the bathroom it looks like there's even more. It looks like that there's a 1/2 inch with another 1/4 inch. I forgot to actually bring the dolly to move these two out of the kitchen and get them out of the way, so they're just gonna stay here for now so I don't risk scratching the floor just moving them around.
Barring the guy in the horn hat. So this thing, okay, alright, that's fine. Does not exactly look like a revolution to me. Does not look like this woman on probation. She was on probation, and then at the other side up against the left-wing narrative.
Now personally, what I'd like to do right now is remove this lower cabinet. I didn't plan to do that. However, when I started to pull up on this, it's very loose on there, as you can see. So it wouldn't be too difficult to actually completely remove this lower cabinet. However, the problem is that I'd have to disconnect the sink up here, and there is no shutoff for that sink, and these are all the copper pipes. So most likely what I'm going to do is down here, I am going to snip off the copper pipes there when I have the fittings for it, and then I will have shutoff switches down there for this sink. Because I highly doubt that there's any downstairs. However, I'm gonna go double check on that. If there is, then I'll pull the sink out. But if there's not, then I'm just gonna leave everything the way it is. So that's gonna be all for this video. I got done what I wanted to do. I even got a little bit more with the casing here. I wish I could have got more with this here, but there was just no shut off for the water, and I don't want to shut off the water completely to this house for right now. What I could have done is shut it off and then left and then came back real quick, but then that's just a waste of gas for me. So this right here is actually just going to be a part 1 of the demo day in the kitchen. There's going to be a part 2, and in that, then I will actually take these out because I'll remember to bring a dolly. I'll sweep up the floor, I'll get all the staples or nails out of the floor, and then I will actually take this completely out. Now I'm considering actually seeing the state of both of these cabinets. I'm considering making my own. I've never done it before, but my dad built his and my grandpa built his, so I have some help along the way for that. And also there's YouTube. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video, so I will see you guys in part 2. If you wanna see the actual walkthrough of this house, go on the channel. It was 2 videos ago.